Welcome back, everybody. I just realized I didn't bring not 1 ounce of water in here.
Oh, I have some. I could have sworn I saw you bringing your...
I thought I did, but you know me.
Maybe you didn't. I got some, though.
Damn nice to see you all back.
I brought my tea.
Somebody brought some tea, and you brought water. And...
I got water if you need some.
Okay, I got camel throat.
Here, come.
Wow.
Come get some.
That's a very large and in charge throat to have. Is a camel's throat, my good sir. Are you that parched where you have the throat of a camel and the body of a yak?
Don't drink all my water, because I know you. You'll just keep drinking and drinking.
He said he was parched. He's a camel.
Jesus.
Each ass cheek muscle must have a reservoir of water.
I did say I had camel throat.
Cornish is funny. He was like, voting soon, voting done. And then I said, well, you better have voted for us, Cornish. And he said, I did, S.O.R. 1 for you and 6 others for me.
Well, as well as you should.
As well as you should.
Go Team Cornish.
That's hilarious.
I voted for everybody except for myself.
You should have taken a page out of Cornish's book.
Yeah, well, Monday was everybody was on absolute fire.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Viral had a nice set.
JRC shit was slapping.
Don said, watch out for the pandas. They are everywhere.
You know your job, Don.
Yeah, you did a good job over the weekend when I was away. Did a great job watching that guy.
And then Viral Beat says, haha, currently smoking some fat panda. Yes, that's a thing.
Yes, it is a thing.
That sounds amazing. Okay, just so everyone knows, Viral Beats is going to come on the podcast, and we're going to do an interview with him, and it's going to be blissfully amazing. I think I set that shit up.
Sofa King amazing.
Sofa King amazing.
You don't like your sofa? Well, come on down and shop at Sofa King Amazing, where our sofas are Sofa King Amazing. You will not want to get up.
Yeah, Cornish said everybody was good. Behind of our jams.
Yeah,
they were. Speaking about jams, enjoy this next song. Thank you for spending some time with us, Steve. He says he can't stay the whole stream tonight. Got stuff to do before tomorrow.
Thank you, Steve. We always appreciate when you come here.
Yes, it's very nice.
Yes, totally appreciate it. And we understand. You need not to explain yourself, my good sir.
Said, I just hit little Tussin with that one recently. Blew his mind. Haha, the Sofa King.
Oh, yeah. Blew
you know,
his
if
mind.
you spell socks really fast, it's like if you're speaking Spanish.
Really?
Spell it out.
S-O-K-S-S?
S-O-C-K-S.
What did I say? S-O-K?
S.
Socks.
Socks, yeah.
Yeah, nigga way of spelling. Oh,
yeah.
No.
Oh, there you go.
S-O-C-K-S.
Jesus.
S-O-C-K-S? S-O-C-K-S?
Mm-hmm. You just spoke Spanish.
What did I say?
That is how it is.
That's how it is.
Mm-hmm.
S-O-C-K-S?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use that. That's how it is. That's how it is.
S-O-C-K-S.
S-O-C-K-S?
Name what rap album that came from. Sofa King, amazing.
Oh, can I? Oh, it's not for me, is it?
Let's let people get a chance, and then you can.
You know, if Luke was here, he would have said what it was right away.
Right.
Oh, you know what? Viral Beats might know.
Yeah,
I think Viral might know.
Viral might know this.
Viral might know. Shoot, Steve and Don might know. Cornish? He walks too much. He doesn't have time to listen to rap albums.
He's a walker.
You know, I loved Cornish's hardware jams, but I really miss the walk in his studio back and forth.
That video was based on walking.
I know, but it's him in his studio walking back and forth.
That was a lovely video. Though.
Arriving to the same destination constantly.
Yeah. I thought he scored the video great. It was like perfect. It met the video.
I think that's the closest we'll get other than him surfing. Like, I want the surfing video.
I know. But I think parts of the video, it looked like it was a robot walking behind him because it had like this stuttering motion. Did you pick up on that? Watch it again. Looked pretty awesome.
Viral, where that Sofa King came from. What rap album? I mean, you have a whole channel dedicated to hip hop.
Hey, okay. It is what it is. It's so sick
Viral got it. I knew he was gonna get it.
Yep.
He has a whole channel on his Discord dedicated for
That
rap.
MF Doom.
I knew he was gonna get it. Or hip hop, should I say, technically. The Intergalactic Federation is in our chat.
Oh, the old Aussie showed up, did he?
Yeah. So it's morning time over there.
Good eye, Mike.
He's currently in the future. Isn't that funny to say?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, who's our president?
So weird.
Who's our president?
He's in the future. He just made a comment. He said the channel is doing such a great job with the regular live streams. I don't think he was around when we did our 100-day challenge. So we did 100 days straight, finished that, did a live stream for 24 hours. Don't recommend that at all. To celebrate
Ever.
the 100 days. And then, so after the 100 days streaming straight, we were like, okay, well, what are you going to do now? And I was like, well, let's live stream for a whole year straight. So that is our new goal.
It's just going to be every day from life after this.
So it is now day 15, 16.
I think the best thing with the name Symptoms of Reality, we don't have to be locked in this studio.
Yeah. And we can do whatever.
With the name Symptoms of Reality, we can be out in the
Day
world
16.
doing whatever the hell we please.
Yeah, we got this spot planned for a bird. You hold your hands out, and these birds, they come land in it, and they eat all the seeds and the grapes out of your hand. A lot of them are like, I don't know who let them loose, but there's a bunch of parrots. Like, we have no idea where all these parrots came from, and they're just all over the place. And they're just mimicking like dogs and shit in the trees.
Isn't there a bunch of macaws just
Oh, yeah, everywhere.
running around free in the U.S.?
Yep. Recon said, S.O.R on the road will be entertaining.
Yeah.
Yeah, you never know what you're going to get.
I don't even know what we're going to get.
I don't think anybody knows what we're going to get. Back to the old Forrest Gump, huh?
Yeah, and that's the thing.
Everything's a surprise.
The Intergalactic Federation was saying, and that's why we said we're not stuck in the studio all the time. So he said he did. He's done daily live streams for 3 years until he got burnt out. So that, like you were saying, the whole Symptoms of Reality name lets us be open.
Do whatever.
Yeah.
Live stream whatever we want.
Go find the symptoms of our reality.
So soon we're going to do, so Don and myself both have a JDXI. Don bought his. I stole the husband's because he wasn't using it and it was just collecting dust.
It had a purpose. It was collecting dust.
Yeah, well, it has a better purpose now. So Don and I are both learning this piece of machine. I personally have never touched a machine in my whole entire life. I can't speak for Don. And so we were thinking about, we should bring the folks in the chat in on this little adventure. And so we are. And then Cressy is going to lead the kindergarten class on JDXI.
Cressy is going to teach.
Yeah.
Oh, teacher Cressy.
This is going to be exciting.
It's going to be fun. So that'll be another, evolution of Symptoms of Reality podcast. It'd just be.
We're probably going to watch Cressy lose his patience and then lose his shit.
He's going to lose his mind. He's like, they're not listening. Why aren't you learning?
No one press any more buttons.
I said C major and A minor or relative.
I'm like, what, Cressy? What? Press this button? God damn it, I said no more buttons.
Well, what's going to be fun is what's going to be fun is having Cress teach, but he has to be the what's the correct word for it? He has to be the moderator.
Yeah.
From everyone else's decisions and thought making too, because you're only going to be heard through Cressy.
which brings. I just realized this. We're gonna have to make Cressy a mod.
Oh yeah.
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 So, Cressy, you'll have a blue wrench.
Ooh.
Congratulations, you've graduated from Studio B. Cressy said, it'll be funny. It will. I think it'll be hilarious. And I think we'll get a lot of views just because people want to see the shit show unfold. Not because they want to learn the JDXI, but I think they're just going to be like, oh, God with these people. Just listen to Cressy.
Right.
I think it'll be fun.
So how are we going to do this? Are we going to Zoom Cressy? I'm sure maybe we can Zoom him in. He could just put the camera on his keys. He doesn't have to show himself. Just put the cameras on his keyboard. And then you and Don can physically watch him do things and you can mimic them.
While he's teaching us?
Right. Or is it all going to be through word chat?
I think it should all be through the chat for a
oh
little
my God, that's even harder. I mean, for me, no visual keys is a very... Because you guys really haven't...
cues.
Well, Don, how would you like it? Would you like to see Cressy
I'm a visual
with
guy.
the
I'm a visual
actual
guy, too.
JDXI? God damn it. Somebody let the panda in again.
God damn it. Get out of the
Damn refrigerator, Sam. Close it.
Well, when we were playing, I think it was yesterday. I forget what day it was, but he was like, oh, this is lovely. Now bump it up to 184 and tell me to get out of the refrigerator.
I can do that.
Just like telling on himself.
Yeah.
Oh, Cressy said Zoom audio. He doesn't have a camera, so audio will be fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
As long as he can see like us. Or not us, because then we would have to video Don too. So I think as long as he can see my keyboards and what I'm doing, then Don can follow along. And then we can possibly even just call him.
All that equipment, Cress, and you don't have a camera?
Yeah, Crest doesn't want to be shown on
Don't show yourself,
on
Cressy,
the
my
TV
boy.
box.
Just
But the
show
audio is just fine.
Yeah, I think audio would be
I had
great.
the last time him and I had a Zoom, audio is just fine. I don't care if he wants to show his face or not.
Yeah.
It's nor here nor there.
It's going to be fun. I went on it today. I tried using the vocoder.
I got to find that microphone.
Yeah, we need to find
it's
that
a
other.
screw on.
No.
Just to plug in.
Oh, plug in.
But it's a specific.
I might be able to find one on Amazon really cheap.
Yeah,
if
but
I can't find the original.
Yeah.
I'll look.
Yeah.
I will try to find this
Yeah.
mic.
I really had to like yell into this mic for it to pick up, and that's even changing the levels and everything.
Yeah.
It's got a BT4 inside of it?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
it's
you can
rolling, dude.
adjust. You can adjust all the levels and everything on it, but I was pretty frustrated with it today. I think I just spent like maybe 30 minutes
Yeah, but
on it.
that frustration comes with being self-taught. When it's easier, like when Cressy shows you what to do,
Oh
and
yeah.
helps you along, so you're not fighting that
Guessing.
narrative.
Yeah.
It'll be so much more fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Biscuit Moon said, vocoder is lesson 24. So I'm jumping ahead.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
I need.
Biscuit Moon is like, and that'll be when I come in and teach the subject.
He's
Yeah.
like, no, stop it.
This is a curriculum.
But I managed to create three things that I like and save them.
Yeah, he just might spend. I don't know what Cressy's going to do, but I imagine he's going to be like, okay, this is your filter knob. You can sweep through the highs and the lows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's going to be a shit
It's going to be interesting. So I guess we're waiting on Cressy to refreshen his.
As soon as Cressy gives us the A-OK to start, we can start it tomorrow. So like whenever
he's ready.
Yeah, whenever
Okay.
he's ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Don has his.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, he ordered one. Really?
Yeah. When we were first talking about it and we were like, we should do this, like just bring everybody in the chat here on my desk overhead and watch me learn.
Yeah. Don is going to be Dallas.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
Don had asked questions about it and stuff like that, and Cressy was answering them. And Don's like, okay, mine comes in a couple of days. I was like, what? Serious?
I wonder what color he got. Did he get a black or a white
I
one?
think there's still, from what I saw, there was only black and the red
Oh, okay.
anymore. At least when I looked at it online. I don't
think
know.
the white one was a special edition.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cressy said, don't use the generic mic in the mic slot. Doesn't work. Roland mic has a specific think it has. I've tried it already. Yeah.
Oh,
See?
so he's
And
already-
I knew. I
yep.
was like, and I couldn't find anything online saying that. And I almost sent him a Discord message on that JDXI channel.
But
I
they
was
sell
like,
this mic separate, right?
I think we can
It
find
came
a
with one.
JDXI mic on
Yeah.
Amazon. If not, Sweetwater might
yeah,
have one.
if it's not downstairs.
Yeah, I'm sure it's downstairs.
But I know we kept it.
Mm-hmm.
Don said black and white, black and red.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
I think
It has a dust cover. So when you pull a dust cover off, it looks like it's red outlined. And
yeah.
that thing is a powerhouse. Like the
It
JDXI is a full on powerhouse.
Yeah.
It's a groove box,
Yeah.
Right.
essentially.
Right. I remember it got us started.
It got us started. It did a lot. I remember I didn't know how to work the sequencer, so I input all the drums.
Right.
Like I was playing with an MPC or a thumb pad drum set, or a finger pad.
And putting it all in there.
Yeah, I was putting it in there on beat, but I was just like, "Oh, this thing it could sequence it. What am I doing?" Right?
I figured that out.
I didn't know how to do it. Yeah.
I was like, oh wait, I don't gotta push all those little buttons.
Right.
Gracie said you can use external mic via auxiliary input, but not the top panel thing, as it's pushing voltage in that the Roland mic picks up. Yeah, that's what I remember. How I was telling you that I plugged in just another, and I had to literally yell into it for it to pick up. And I even changed all the levels and everything, and it didn't work. So it needs that specific mic.
Well, the small ass keys fit your small ass hands.
They're so perfect with her fingers. Yeah.
It's a little person's machine.
It's a little person's machine.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Mm-hmm.
But it's fun.
It is. It could do so much. Like,
There's
so
no built-in
much.
speakers though, right? You have to use an external source for that.
Yeah, you have to put your headphones on.
Okay. Yeah, and
But
I
can you
plugged
plug
these.
up an Adams to it?
It has an in and out.
Yeah,
on the
does
back.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll be able to hook into
it'll go into
the
the
mixer.
Oh, yeah.
We'll just have to figure out a long enough cable
I think I have one.
for it so it can sit right on the desk, and then we'll just move
What's that, about 10 feet?
this camera behind me
Yeah.
where it was.
If not, it can go straight into
This
straight into the Rodecaster itself.
and just line it as an instrument.
That's the instrument.
Yep.
It's a mixer too.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
there's plenty of options.
Yep.
How do you plug up a harmonium?
Oh, I have no idea.
That's going to have to be a microphone.
Yeah, that's
No
like
idea.
I don't even know what kind of microphone that would be.
It's like those things
Drummer mics.
that they play. What are the things? Yeah, is it accordion?
Mm-hmm.
You smash it and you play the keys.
They might
to
have
it.
magnet
An accordion,
those magnets like I have for the steel drum.
Which
Oh, yeah.
I disconnected. I don't know if I put it back in. Steve says, I'm not around at all tomorrow night. Will it be available to replay? So when we do it, I doubt it'll be tomorrow.
Highly doubt that. It might be like in a week or two.
Yeah. Well, as soon as Cressy says
Yeah.
go, then we're good to go.
He has two eagerly waiting students.
Yeah. And until then, I'll just push buttons.
Make sure you get your tuitions.
and then
paid.
turn it off when I get mad.
Can we get Don on Zoom too? Can it be like a three-way type?
Yeah, see, that's what
thing?
I'm thinking. I don't know if we probably could do it that way.
Don, do you have a camera?
And then
A laptop
and
with
then
a camera?
Cressy can talk to the both of us.
Right, and he can get visuals on what you both are doing.
Right.
I think that's going to be the most important things is if he can see what the both of you are doing, and he can identify what's going wrong too.
Well, he can tell them geographically. Let's start from the left section. Like we'll
Right.
call this the left top quadrant.
Well, and that's
This is
how
what
it's
this knob means, and this is what this.
and
knob
but
means.
that's
it's
how
labeled
it's built.
well.
Yeah.
That literally the JDXI, that's how it's built. Is you start over here, and once you're done
It's
and
workflow.
happy with it, then you move over to here. And then once you're done with that and happy with it, then this is the icing on your cake that you just
So
made.
they mapped it out pretty well.
They did.
And who says Roland sucks? Maybe their IT department sucks.
They do some strange things though, man. Like,
Yeah, Crazy said, let me get up to speed.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And in the meantime, Don and I will still push buttons. And then if it doesn't sound good, I'll just turn off the machine and turn it back on.
There you go. That's what Cressy said during Get
That's it.
Jervis.
Yeah.
I said put soap and water on the machine
Yeah.
and see if clean it up a little bit. Maybe it's just dirty.
When in doubt, power cycle it out.
Oh, Don had a great point. He said, do it over Discord.
Oh, we can. Huh?
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah. How do I do? Okay, I'll figure that out off
Yeah.
camera.
That might be a Luke question too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Don said I can hurl abuse. Do it over Discord.
Wait, who's with this?
All of our usual
Yeah, usual
usual
suspects.
suspects. The only new one was
is the Aussie still here? That jam was
Intergalactic.
dope.
Yeah.
The
I don't know.
Intergalactic Federation.
I don't know if he's still. I know it's morning time over there,
He's
so
probably getting ready to go to work.
That horn section was like James Brown in the making.
Panda, what are you game for, Panda? Huh?
The hell is Panda even thinking
He
about?
said, "Haha, I'm game as well."
Get out of the fridge.
Get out of the
What
fridge.
What do you?
Clean the jam off your stomach, would you?
You never seen a panda
Hey,
eat a peanut butter jelly sandwich before?
Cressy said this will be like the Inky teaching thing she had with Dom and Kent. Gonna be funny.
Damn.
God.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
And I'm sure
Kidding
she'll
me?
be watching going, let's see if Cress can mess this up.
Yeah.
Oh, you see what I did there? Cress said messy. Haven't said that in a long time.
He's not messy anymore.
Yeah, no more messy Cressy.
You know what was dope today is I was playing this video game called No Man's Sky. And out of the blue, Viral Beats goes live.
Yes.
And
We sat there and
we
it
sat
was
there.
just-
It
met the dynamic.
Viral Beat was, I think he was running through the Micro Freak,
The mini freak.
the Mini Freak. And man, he was just coming up with all these space like.
Yeah, some fat sounds.
Yeah, and it was going so good with this game. No Man's Sky is based on outer space exploration,
Yeah.
and it's very ambient,
Yeah.
you know. And what he was playing was dope. I don't
Yeah.
know if anybody got a chance to go over there. I know David did, and my brother, and a
I know
couple
at one
others.
point he was playing something. I just felt like I needed to run for my life. I just felt like Lamar, just run.
Who was that?
Viral
Viral.
beats. Just put your tennis shoes on
And
throw,
run.
throw on your trainers, mate, and run.
Yeah, I felt like it was like the Empire was coming to hunt down
Yeah.
all the Jedi.
Yeah, it was so ominous, and I'm like, God.
Yeah.
So Steve said to Luke, they want to do similar to you the other day with the 6 of us on the podcast. Luke, did you do that over Discord?
Yeah, no, it was over YouTube. I don't think he did it over Discord.
No, but you can
You can
do,
link it.
Yeah,
Oh, link.
That's a new thing with Zoom too, isn't it?
yeah. But I'm wondering if it was Discord or the new version of Zoom, which I haven't dove deep into the new version of Zoom, so I don't know. I have no idea. And then if you can do it, if it was over Discord, do you need the Nitro to do that? Will it allow you to do it without the Nitro?
Hey, Viral was saying that the Phantom was good. I mean, I think he said he's tethered to the TR-8S, but that the
TR6.
the TR6, but the Mini Freak just does it all,
Yeah.
right? Or it's lacking something with the Mini
I
Freak.
think he was saying it was lacking. So.
Which one is that? What Luke is sending? The Mini Freak?
No.
Why am I thinking?
Luke is sending the an effects pedal.
Oh,
The Mood
okay.
2. Yeah. He was talking about Viral's live today,
Yeah. I thought for some, I don't know why.
which is hard to go back and forth from Viral to Jervis, from Viral to Jervis.
Oh, I know. I told Viral because he was like, "I'm so sorry, I didn't realize you were live streaming at the same time to get Jervis because he was in the chat."
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "Oh, it was fine here. I just had one on my phone and one on the laptop
Yeah.
while getting mad at the JDXI."
Yeah.
I swear.
Who else is with us?
Yeah.
Don said he's going on
Night, done.
night Dawn. Oh yeah, the Mood MK. Viral Unity just hopped in.
Unity.
Yeah. So we have Viral, Unity, Luke, Steve, No, you don't need the nitro to stream. Okay, cool. Sarah's in. The crazy wabbit.
What's up, Doc?
Panda, of course. Cressy. Cornish was in earlier. Is Cornish still around?
Viral, we're just talking about you, buddy.
Yeah, Cornish is still there. Angie.
And that mini
Simply.
freak.
That minute freak. Is it the micro or mini?
Mini.
I think it's the mini.
Oh, okay.
Is it the mini?
Yeah,
or
it's mini
or-
freak. It's mini freak.
Yeah. I don't know
think
why I
so.
keep saying micro.
I don't know.
Well, I guess it's the same, right? Well, no, micro is smaller than mini.
Right.
And
So I don't know.
the mini outweighs the Phantom is what Viral says.
No, that's impossible. The Phantom just does it all.
Yeah, the
he did. He said that, but it's
Arturia
like-
mini freak.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
said, but he said it was big. Like you could listen to what it was putting out.
I know. It was putting out some amazing things. I think Cornish even
Shit
got
was-
in there and said, I got to deep dive in this thing
That thing
more.
is freaky.
Poor Biscuit. Oh, Biscuit, what'd you cook for dinner? Poor Biscuit said, I'm on American time and stuck on it. It ain't good.
we did a late night.
He was
in-
making
go
dinner.
ahead.
He was just making dinner.
Oh,
and I
okay.
was counting the hours. I was like, that's
The hell,
10,
you
it's
just
10
now
something.
eating?
Yeah. So what were you saying? Sorry.
But we did a late night or a sleepless in Indiana. Was it 2 days ago? 3
I think
days
so.
ago,
I
maybe?
think it was like two days ago.
And Biscuit pops in the comment section.
I almost suggested it last night.
It's like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning.
Really?
There.
Yeah, it was close. It was 3. I think he finally went to sleep at 5.
At 5.
Jeez.
the
What are you
morning.
doing, bud?
What are you doing, man?
Hey, bud.
He said he woke up this morning at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Oh my God.
What do we got to do to get Jervis to send us some baked goods?
Oh, I told
Why does he do that shit and not offer to send something to somebody?
Right? That's so rude.
But it'll be stale by the time it
No,
gets.
it wouldn't. No,
No, he would have to do like
a freeze dry.
the dry ice. Yeah.
Or the, what do we do? We
Vacuum seal.
Vacuum seal it. Yeah. He made a mushroom omelet. Ooh, that sounds good.
Oh, that does sound good.
Yeah.
Yeah, Biscuit is on
So-
our lifestyle habits.
Yes. Risky, you were right. It was eggs related. at
Risky
least.
is white?
Right. Right.
Risky, you were white. You were white.
Yeah, you're
You
that.
crazy wabbit.
So I told, Angie said it was Sunday night.
Sunday night.
Yeah,
Yes.
so 2 days ago. I told Get Jervis that he needs to, because I told him I wanted an autograph from the links. He needs to send it to me. He's like, ooh, I can add that to my merch. And I'm like, you're welcome for the idea, and it'll sell like hotcakes. Anything animal related
Yes.
is going to sell like
People
hotcakes.
love animals.
And if he just gets like one single print of the little paw and make copies of it and just like do a little slogan or something or don't pet me, I'm laying on your patches or something like that.
Right.
You know?
Right. Yeah.
Like just something funny.
The Great Links.
Or just like I came for the cables, you know?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Something that a cat would say, like,
He
in
had that-
my mind, think.
He had that overhead shot looking down on the Great Links.
Yeah.
And you see his eyes, like this cat just looks different.
Yeah.
Like he just like, it's like one sleepy eye and he looks at you all drunk. And
He's like, I need a way bigger channel to sell that. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Actually, selling autographs from the links is
Yeah.
probably going to get you your bigger channel.
it'll get those animal lovers.
Right.
And anything animal related.
A day in the life of Jackson and just strap a GoPro on him.
Yeah.
And people would love to see what that
I watched
damn
this
cat
We
gets
should do
into.
that with Saren. I
Yeah.
told him I'm going to get an autograph of Saren and sell it.
I watched this dude tie a GoPro on his cat's, I'm sorry, he was a kid, put a GoPro on his cat's neck. And there's a notorious cat in the neighborhood that's always messing around with his cat. So he was like, I wanted to see what my cat would do if I finally let him out of the house. He goes to the parking lot from the apartment and he lets this cat go. And this cat chases that cat, catches up with it, and you see his paws doing this. Like whooping this other cat's ass. And this other cat like takes off and he takes off after it and you can hear the cat breathing and the other cat like loses him. And his cat with the camera is just like, and you can see him looking from this side to this side, and he catches a whiff. You can tell he's like in the air catching the whiff, and he slowly jogs to these like areas, and he's like pausing. And he finds him again, and he catches up with him, and gives him another ass whooping.
I want to do that with Saren when we let him out,
and see what he does.
and see what he does.
That's
Traffic-
amazing. You got to send me that video.
Dude goes through bushes, under cars, on top of shit. Like cats are like,
Oh,
nimble.
cats
they're
are-
nimble.
Very nimble.
I have one, and they are very, very fragile
Yeah.
too. You can throw one 80 feet, and he'll still
He'll
land on his feet.
Yeah. Circus tricks.
Circus tricks.
Biscuit said that he add baked beans to his omelet. He said he was naughty. Baked beans has
yeah,
the
sugar
carbs.
and
Yeah.
carbs, but he said, but I did the vinegar trick.
Oh, he did.
And the last time he was tested for his A1C, it was 5.1. So
There you
he's
go.
good.
He's
there you
doing
go,
good.
buddy.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
You're doing great.
That's the hack.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. So this is hilarious. Well, it's not hilarious, but it just goes to show you how your body can get used to something, right? And build up a tolerance, aka insulin resistance. So we've been pretty much healthy keto for like 6 months, maybe now.
Yeah.
Like full on. We were like doing it here and there, but we weren't as dedicated. It might have been more whenever the last time you went to go see Slattery.
Right.
And then we found the glucose goddess, and then found, science backed stuff. And, instead of just going, online and reading the 50 million articles and figuring out which one's true. And so her hacks helped us a lot, to the point where we don't really crave sugar or
Right.
is it, carbs or anything like that. And we
Right.
don't get tired, and our skin has gotten so much better. I know my nails grow like crazy. But you do every now and then still have that craving, which is probably more of a mental, the happy serotonin than an actual true craving. You had the apple fritter craving.
Oh, I had an apple
For
fritter craving
months.
yesterday.
For months.
Yeah,
But
I had
no,
it
no,
for
no.
months, though.
You've had it
Oh,
for
yeah.
months.
It wouldn't go away, bro.
Get
Like,
that goddamn thing.
So we finally was like, okay, you just need to crush it. Have the apple fritter, do the hacks, you'll be fine. Your insulin won't spike. You're good. Your glucose level won't even fluctuate. So we did.
Yeah, and you're not eating it every
We
day.
went
No.
no,
What does it
but
matter?
No.
but what it does matter.
it does
So
matter. But watch.
we had it yesterday. Yeah, we
Yep.
got it yesterday.
hmm
And we were like, okay, got it, ate it.
I was happy and tickled. It
Happy
tasted
Well, as you
delicious.
should be.
Tickled.
I didn't feel bad or anything.
No.
Loved it.
That's the best part.
In-
It's the best part. It truly is.
Until
I woke up this morning.
What happened?
I felt like I had the flu and my body was just achy.
Because you brought sugar back into your
Because I
system.
Yep.
brought it back into my system.
uh-huh.
Well, then that'll teach you. Don't do it again.
And this morning when I woke up, I said, I just need to take mental note at this.
Uh-huh. And how
That-
you felt.
How I felt was not worth
Worth the donut.
the donut.
And it wasn't. And so I didn't finish mine because it was too sweet. I mean, to
But wait,
me,
you had this craving?
She had
Yeah.
it too.
Because he had it.
no,
No, she was apple fritters is her donut. Like
It's my
that's her
favorite. Like
favorite.
if we
Yeah.
do
Oh, I never
donut,
knew that.
Yeah.
it's going to be an apple fritter. That's it. It's
Right.
not a true donut. So I got one too. I'm like, I'll have them with you too. That sounds freaking amazing. It smelled so good.
Right.
I ate half of mine because it was so sweet. I mean, it's gotten to the point where broccoli stems are sweet to
Sweet.
me.
Yeah.
They're so sweet, and I
Yeah.
pop them now like candy. Like I'll just like eat them. I didn't even finish mine. It was more than half was still there, and so last night I was like, "Should I throw this away? Or are you gonna want it?" He's like, "Oh, I'll finish it tomorrow." I'm like, "Cool." This morning I looked at him when he said that. I'm like, "You want me to throw away that Alfred?" He's like, "Yes, throw it away in the garbage." I'm like, "Done."
Yeah. I don't think I'll ever go back again.
Mm-hmm.
Like once you stay
Yeah.
away from that stuff, it's not worth it.
No.
And people think I'm joking. I had bad acne.
Really bad.
As soon as I
Yeah.
stopped the sugar, acne went away.
And then just the overall health
My overall health was
yeah.
getting horrible.
Yeah.
My A1C I was 2 points away from being a diabetic.
Yeah, you were up there.
I was up there in weight.
That was crazy.
Up there. Since then, I've lost 37 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
And I know my A1C has dropped dramatically.
Oh, yeah. And then you go
That's a
back
no-brainer.
in December.
I go back December.
Yeah.
So instead of a year, he said, I want to see you back in 6 months, and I'm going to poke your finger.
Mm-hmm.
Poke. Just to make sure.
Mm-hmm.
But it gets you, like, if you really want, hold on, let me read these. So Biscuit says, I do still have abdominal fat. It's stubborn, but I don't exercise either.
If you exercise, that would disappear.
Yeah, he's like, I woke up this morning, do. Felt like I had the flu, was something I ate, left me feeling blue.
Probably
I
those.
love that.
Probably is going to be those beans again too. But for every man that's over 40, 50, and 60, literally, this is science fact. The best exercise you can do are press ups. In the UK, they're called press ups.
Press ups.
In the US, they're called push ups.
Push ups. Mm-hmm.
If you can do 100 to 200 push ups a day, they literally say you can back up the entire body. You don't have to go for a walk. You don't have to do strenuous cardio. That 100 to 200 push-ups engages even your toe muscles.
Yeah, it's a
yeah.
full compound body exercise.
Viral says, yeah, sugar is killer. For sure. VP, though, says, Cinnabon, though.
Oh, my God.
No, VP.
Why would you do that?
Cinnabon, though.
VP,
Why?
are you currently smoking?
Yeah.
Cinnabon, though.
My God. But when Jervis bakes, man, that shit looks amazing.
Biscuit says, squats, pull-ups, or curls, too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
squats,
Yeah.
curls, pull, all that body mechanic.
Yeah.
It's
But they-
good shit.
Yeah, but they say push-ups for those who can't get to a gym or coming up with an excuse. You can always do press-ups and you're good to go.
Yep.
100 a day. It's very easy to do it once you start. You're done in like 5 minutes.
As long as you stay on. So when I do mine, I stay on the floor. I don't get up. I rest on my knees, and I'll knock out 10, wait 30 seconds, knock out 10, wait 30 seconds, knock out 10. And you're done just like that. Get up
Right.
and just do 100 squats really quick, go about your day.
Right.
And go for a walk.
Go for a walk.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
Risky says,
Simple.
Biscuit said sugar and seed oil are both poison. Agreed.
Agreed.
Risky said, you guys are making me evaluate my entire existence
Yo.
as I'm surrounded by a pile of empty Kit Kat and Reese's
No.
wrappers
No, Meryl.
while
God.
still
No, Meryl.
rating my kids' candy bags.
No, Meryl, that ain't it. That's not it. Today he calls me and he says, "Oh, you caught me right when I have a bunch of cake in my mouth."
Jesus.
Yeah, that's what he was eating on today.
I would hate to see his blood work.
Yeah.
So there's a myth that if you're fit, you're healthy, right? And I wish I had the Glucose Goddess book here with me because I would have read that little section.
you wrote that you read this morning, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
about the mom who this woman became pregnant, fit, super fit woman. Like if you see her, you'd be like, oh, dang, she works out. She's fit. And she continued to work out and everything during her pregnancy. And, you know, everybody was like, man, you look great. Like you can hardly even tell that you're pregnant. You're so fit. And she went to her regular doctor's appointments and stuff like that. And and they always take blood work, right? And her doctor sat her down and told her, you're I can never say that word.
Digestive.
No, digestional diabetic.
Oh, okay.
It's when you become a diabetic, but only during pregnancy. But I can never pronounce that first word.
Gestational diabetes.
Yes. And so she was shocked, completely thrown back by the news. All her friends and family looked at her and they were like, what? Are you sure? They're like, we look up to you for health issues and stuff like that. And it almost made her feel embarrassed because here she is supposed to be the super fit, healthy one
But what was she
of
eating?
anybody, right? And yeah, Biscuit, I just can't pronounce the word. And she got this news that she's going to have to go on medication to lower her insulin levels and stuff. And then she came across the Glucose Goddess on Instagram and just started seeing everything she was posting and then bought the book and read the book. She was doing everything that you're not supposed to be doing and thought it was healthy because our media and propaganda and all of that tells you that it's healthy. So she would have like a big bowl of oats in the morning with honey and a bunch of sugary fruits. And then for a snack, she would blend up more fruits and pulverize it in a blender and drink that as a snack.
Oh, so she's just
And
all day sugar.
yeah,
all day.
and then she would have her regular lunch, and then she would continue with the smoothies. And, you know, dinner was probably the same thing as lunch. And then afterwards, if she was still, you know, hungry, she would have another smoothie. So she started off her day with an increased spike,
That's crazy.
dropped really bad. And so there you go with the
Up and
roller
down.
coaster, up and down, up and down, and up and down. And she
Right.
was like, I thought I was so healthy because I was doing X, Y, and Z, having the quinoas, having the brown rice, having the white rice. You know,
The same
and-
thing I was doing.
yeah, and not pairing it correctly. And so as soon as she got hold of the book and started doing the hacks, her cravings, her sweet cravings started going away. And she actually ate a piece of fruit instead of blended the piece of fruit. And she would eat, you know, berries,
Right.
you know, versus a mango or a pineapple or something like that. And when she went back to her doctors, the doctor is like, I don't have to put you on medication.
Yeah. Do that Mark Wahlberg. That dude's got it. He's got it down packed.
Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, he does chicken breast, broccoli, and half a sweet potato. And then for his dessert, that dude does just a one Kodiak pancake with maple syrup, and that's a wrap. But that's what he eats faithfully,
Right.
and he doesn't deviate from it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
He's keeping his carb count under 80, under 80 grams.
Oh, he doesn't do any breads at all.
Well, the pancake and
Yeah, well, but that's his dessert, you know, and he's entitled to. But
yeah,
you know what I mean?
doesn't have to be breads to be a carb. Is what I'm starting to learn
Right.
too.
Yes.
Yeah, even your
Yeah.
broccoli is a carb.
So, yeah, and potato, sweet potato,
Yeah,
regular
it's
potato.
more of a complex carb, but it's a carb.
But the fiber in the broccoli outweighs the carbs.
yeah.
So that's why it's keto
And the
friendly.
reason why we go on about health and what we eat is because people don't like to do it. People don't like to talk about it. And I think it's a hot topic no matter what. We always want to see people healthy.
It is a super hot topic, especially like with people, individuals who have kids. Like they want to be super healthy, but yet they still feed their kids the bullshit, the cereals and all of that in the morning.
Right.
But then you are like, got to be healthy, got to be healthy, got to be healthy. Well, do the same for your kid. Because there's this statistic out there now that there are more 5-year-olds in America with diabetes than ever before. 5-year-olds.
Good God.
Yeah.
5-year-olds.
That's the American way. It's how it's been done for ages. That's how we all raised our kids in here.
Because we're feeding them constantly sugar. Let's just start you off with sugar in the day and continue with sugar throughout the day. But it's like the sugar companies and all of this don't help you neither, right?
Right.
They package things really nicely, say it's super healthy for you. You turn it around, it has like 58 grams of sugar.
Everything.
Everything.
Everything. Deviled eggs,
Sugar. Chicken salad.
sugar.
Well, the one at the store.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unless you make it yourself. you
Yeah.
know.
Viral says, I'm up to 500 sit-ups every day now that there is no herniated disc.
Oh,
Nice.
shit. There you
and,
go.
and you don't even have to do the 500
Jeez.
sit-ups with your even to even mess your back up. Or you could literally do planks and do mountain climbers. Mountain climbers, my boy. Whew.
They get you there quick.
Oh, mountain climbers get you there, and you keep your back in a nice stable position, and you're just bringing your legs up. So you don't even have to compromise being flexion biased.
Lemon says.
That's right. You did go to school for that.
Just saying.
Lemon said, I cut out sugar majority, and I couldn't believe how long it took me to no longer be on edge and craving sugar each day. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And you know what I like, but sometimes it fails a lot of people is when the New Year's is coming up and everybody that feels like they have to be healthy, they do these New Year resolutions, but they never work out because they're not realistic.
Right.
I think if people had the realistic mindset and maybe picked up that, what is the book? What is it called?
The Glucose Goddess.
Picked up the Glucose Goddess and just read it. She's even telling you, I'm not telling you to get rid of any of this shit, but I'm trying to tell you to combat these spikes that what hurts you, holds
it's the
you back.
Glucose Revolution is the book.
Yeah.
Don bought it.
Yeah, Don did buy it. But she still eats her chocolate cakes.
And that's what I'm saying. If people can hear that and still hear they can have the things that they like, it wouldn't be this thing that they're always chasing, like these diets that they never stick, because they're exactly that. They're a diet.
Diets.
Yeah, like Biscuit had beans and he was okay with it. He just did the hack.
Yeah, do your hacks.
Do your hack and eliminate those spikes. It's the spikes that are really detrimental to our cells in the body. Lemon says, my anxiety cut in half when I cut out most of the sugar I was eating. No more panic attacks. And it's funny because the Glucose Goddess, that's why she got into all of this.
Right.
Because she had a really bad accident. And then her anxiety just was insane. Like she was in this doom and gloom constantly and couldn't figure out why. And then she had that tracker on the back of the arm where it tracks the spikes. And then she realized that every time that she would have like these panic attacks or whatever is when her insulin levels dropped really bad from the big, huge spikes. So then she started putting 2 and 2 together and she was like, holy shit, it's all sugar related.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Uncle Chrome, hello.
Uncle Chrome.
Sitting on Kratom on my cellular fit on.
Also known as Paul.
Or Paul.
Remember
How did you go from Paul to Uncle Chrome? That's a gangsta ass name. I imagine him riding around in like a 64 Impala
With some chrome Daytons.
with some chrome ass Daytons with a pistol in
and
his lap.
hydraulics.
Yeah. Running around shooting people in the street. Uncle Chrome, bitch. Uncle Chrome, fool. Pop, pop, pop. Where my money, bitch?
That'd be hilarious to figure out where Uncle Chrome came from.
Yeah, my name is Paul. Just so you know, it's Paul.
But they call me Uncle
But
Chrome.
they call me Uncle Chrome.
Yeah, and he changes his voice.
Yeah.
Sarah said, my kids are way healthier until they went to school and they could pick out snacks and crap. All of our diets have gone to hell.
Yeah. And it's easy, right? They make it affordable.
Oh, yeah.
If you look at it, you could go buy Hostess donuts for
$2.79.
$2.79. You get a whole bag of it.
And how do we know this? Because we saw it on sale.
It's insane.
And everything that's not great for you is on sale. Everything that's good for you is marked very high.
Oh, Viral says, yep, I do leg lifts too. Uncle Chrome says, type 2 here. Been getting my A1C to green. Nice.
There you go.
You should go buy that book, Uncle Chrome.
I'm telling you, people really
It's
consider the book is very cheap.
Amazing.
If you read it, it's an easy read.
I'm almost done with it.
It will change your lives. And if you think it's not affecting you, think again. You don't have to succumb to any of the madness.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful book. It will save your life. We can't stop pushing it.
Uncle Chrome said something crazy. He said in the 70s, a book called Sugar Blues first warned about where we were headed. In the 70s.
Damn.
Really? Yeah, that shit was a prevalent thing.
Damn.
Sugar Blues.
And so
I wonder if they're still selling it.
hear me out on this. I can't wait till Thanksgiving.
Oh, I'm gonna feel so sick.
But are you? We know all of the hacks.
Yeah,
That's not
true.
gonna. So what
Very
are you?
true.
What are you afraid
Yeah,
of?
we just got to do the hacks,
And that's what she meant.
and we're good.
That's exactly what she was saying. You don't
Yep.
have to stop eating your favorite foods.
Yeah.
Sure, you don't want to eat them every day.
Yeah, we're not having Thanksgiving dinner every day.
And if you are going to eat it, use my hacks so you can
get
enjoy
through
it. And
And that's how you keep the quote unquote diets as a lifestyle.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you can stop saying diet, that temporary fucking term. It's temporary.
And that's why it always fails.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It needs to be a lifestyle change.
She's literally changing type 2 diabetes, and these people are walking away
Healthy.
healthy. They don't have to be on medication anymore.
Yeah.
They don't have to worry about their blood, their A1s. They are walking away healthy. And I'm sure they're trying to shut this woman down.
They were giving out, well, they weren't giving it out, but there was a blood pressure machine in CVS. I think it was Sunday.
I'm going to pin this to the top.
I went in there
because
and
don't
I
wanna
sat
forget.
down and I put my arm in there just to take my blood pressure. And on this pamphlet, it reads everyone's age bracket and how everybody is, like, you can score yourself. So for my age, and this is what the statistic of CVS is saying. So for 46-year-old male, and I'm average, I just put average or fit, whatever it was, your blood pressure range should be this. Put my arm in there. You can. What do you think my pressure was?
120 over 80.
It was like 117 over 74. But for my age, what do you think it is supposed to be?
140 over like 100.
What? No, not that just all I got at 100. But yeah, 140 over like 80.
That still
Jeez,
seems.
that's insane.
At my age, they, like all the statistics say, people, especially our color, our blood pressure is supposed to be one. That's the like average.
That's wild.
That's wild.
Yeah,
And they're starting to call 120 the new hypertensive.
Damn.
Jeez. Luckily, I'm always in the teens.
That's an actual study going out now. They're
Right.
saying if you were 120, your blood pressure is 120 over 80, you're pre-hypertensive.
Well,
That's
I
insane.
mean, well, go ahead. I know you have some stuff to read.
There was a comment I pinned up to the top that I didn't want to lose track of. Uncle Chrome and Lemon were chatting back and forth. And I think Uncle Chrome tracks his A1C. Confirm if I'm right, Uncle Chrome, or not. But he asked Lemon if she was tracking her A1C, and she said, not yet. I get it checked when I go to the doctors. But she said both of my parents are type 2, and I'm working on not following them.
Right.
So just so you're aware, type 2 is not genetic.
Mm-mm.
That is a misconception.
Get the book, people.
So like we have a perfect example here, twins. If one twin has type 2 diabetes, the other one isn't going to get it because it's genetic. It's all in the diet.
And it can be reversed. They let you believe that it can't be.
reversed.
Your doctors tell you it can't be. That's because Joe Blow in the behind the scenes needs to sell these medications, and he needs to make a quota, and these doctors get a little bit of an incentive to push it. And that is a very healthy paycheck for a doctor to say, okay, I'll start pushing these drugs.
Big Pharma.
Oh, yay. Luke just got a copy of the book. He said, let's do this.
Oh my God,
Oh,
Luke,
nice.
it's going to change
Luke.
your world.
Yeah, it's going to completely just flip you for a loop. I'm under the sugar chapter right now, and she talks about the sugars and the different types of sugars and which one's healthy and which one's not healthy, and stuff like that. So when you get to that chapter, you're going to be blown away.
Your
Yeah.
mind will be blown.
Everyone put your synthesis books away. Grab this woman's. I think they might try to off this woman because
If you need
she's
the help.
curing people.
Yeah.
If you need to, or even if you don't need to help.
Exactly, bro. Like even if you don't need the help, you didn't want to read it. I didn't want to read it.
Right.
She was reading it to us and sat us down and was like, "We're doing this."
It's a
Did any one of
great-
us fight what she was saying, or
I even went back to my Nut Pod coffee creamer when I drink coffee now.
Yeah.
It's
just
so much easier.
Right.
So I don't even have to
So-
worry about the vinegar.
Yeah.
right,
You know what I mean? You just do it like how I've been doing it.
right?
Yep. Lemon, the hacks are in The Glucose Revolution. Yes. She also has another book after that one, but I recommend The Glucose Revolution. It's a great book.
Viva la revolution.
Yeah.
And so now we're in the habit of either we take a small Ziploc bag of broccoli with this.
Or cheese.
Or cheese, because that's the first thing you want to enter your system. Or we'll take a small thing of apple cider vinegar with this. So if we know we're going to eat some kind of bullshit that day or we can't get home and eat, we'll break out the apple cider vinegar. You drink it. You'll wait 2 minutes. Please mix it with water. You don't want to stain your teeth.
Or strip the enamel.
But
and
wait.
use a straw if you have it.
Right. And then you wait 20 minutes and you eat whatever you deem is going to spike your blood sugar.
Yeah. Yep.
It's exciting to know Biscuit is actually applying it and doing it.
Yeah. Uncle Chrome said, don't get me started on blood pressure measuring. Yeah, for real.
Oh my God.
They do it wrong. They don't have the right cuff. You
They're
have to
always
sit
using
in
machines.
you have to be in the right position. If you lift your one leg, it's going to read wrong. If you lift your right leg, it's going to read something different. 1 minute you can be like 130 over something, and the next second they do it again and it's like 117.
Yeah.
Like what?
Or if it's really high, you go to the doctors. There's that thing.
Yeah.
It's called white coat syndrome. You ever hear this? So everybody has this. It's an impending thing with the mind, and they've done a study on it. Just because you're going to a doctor's office, you're already your body starts to regulate higher because you're nervous. You're going to get some news from this person, and the moment they let you settle in and they take it after, your pressure drops like by 30
drastically.
points.
Damn.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you can never go off the first one.
Yeah.
There was 2 blood pressures I always trusted when we were in the ambulance business, the EMS world. That was when we would arrive on scene, I would get the blood pressure before we even get the patient on the gurney to the hospital. The other one would be like if Crazy Wabbit was an ER tech, right? It would be, hey, Wabbit, give me the real blood pressure now because they're using top of the line equipment. What does this patient look like in your hands of transfer care, you know? And then that's what I would use for my last blood pressure for my documentation is theirs. My beginning, which is always the manual way, and then whatever the ER came up with.
Well, I always took a couple while en route, like every 5 minutes you're supposed to take one while en route. So
Right, but depending on how bad it is, like I wouldn't trust that one en route.
Right.
Because they're in the ambulance. We're moving.
Oh yeah. It's everything's all like
and sometimes the lights and sirens are going.
But you can always get so you don't have to take the full blood pressure. You can always get the one that's over palp. So you
Yeah.
Lemon says 60 pounds ago I was close to the line, and thankfully my doctor was like, girl, you can stop this from happening.
You can.
Kind of like what your doctor said.
My doctor,
Lamont, we can stop this.
So I saw him in July. He was like, you're 2 points away from me prescribing you something to combat this. I went back to him 2 months later on a different topic.
Yeah, for me.
For her.
Yeah.
He looked at me and was just like,
whoa.
What the hell are you doing?
And he's like, I would love to prick you right now, but I can't.
I was like, you terrified me. You scared the shit out of me. And I felt healthy. I was on my Peloton bike knocking out 30 miles and getting that. Like, there was nothing you could tell me.
Oh my God. Angie's comment is just so disturbing. She says, I have a coworker that is type 2. He drinks 2 Diet and Coke Zeros, thinking it is better for him. And he says he's on keto.
Oh my God.
No.
What's the point of being on keto if you're going to consume that much sugar?
That's so insane. Uncle Chrome said I lost over 100 pounds a few years when I retired and could control my lifestyle.
Yeah. And believe me, when I used to work law enforcement, I couldn't tell you how many obese cops I was around.
Right.
Oh,
like obese cops.
It was funny because when we were in Wyoming and we got hired with the police department, and we had lunch with somebody. I forget. Was it the sergeant?
Yeah.
I think it was a sergeant. And he was like, so are you guys excited and stuff like that? And I'm like, no. He's like, why? I go, because of your overweight cops. Are they there to help me, or am I there to help
like,
them?
What are you doing if you can't even do the job?
I used to watch dudes who couldn't even wear they had to wait. They couldn't go on patrol because they had to wait 3 to 4, this is back in San Bernardino. They had to wait 3 to 4 months to get a vest tailored to their body size.
Oh my God.
Because they're not readily available.
Right.
Like they have to be custom built.
Why not just lose you got to help you got to save someone's life.
I watch dudes struggle to get in and out of the cars, and you only have so much room because you have a cage in the back, right? So your seat
And
does
then
not
stuff next to you.
Yeah,
and
it's such tight quarters, and your computer comes over your lap, and you have to get. It's just crazy how they let themselves go. And you ain't running nobody down.
Exactly.
Who the fuck you running down?
Right, and you're not
that's-
protecting your own life.
No, you
And
are
that's
not.
why I told that sergeant that. I'm like, no, because if he's going to be my TO out in the fields, what if it comes down to like we have to chase somebody?
Yeah.
Right. Or he needs to help
I'm
me.
doing all the running?
Yeah. No.
I mean,
No.
and well, another thing is too. It doesn't matter how in shape you are. If a suspect ran and he ain't really got nowhere to go, I'm not running either.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna be in the car. I've done it before, and I'll chase you down that way, and I'll be all over the radio.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in Wyoming in those open fields, like, I was like, nah, not having that.
Yeah, just drive your ass up on their ass and
Please. Lemon says she's buying the book.
Buy it.
buy it.
I think she already did.
I think we're doing our job. Like we're going to end the year with people thinking different.
Yeah, Biscuit said they wouldn't off her because most people believe the hype still and will always follow like sheep. Yeah,
Yeah, that's true. Yep. Isn't she from the UK?
she is from France.
Oh, France.
She's French.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you're okay.
Yep. Uncle Crumb says exactly same reason I do not measure my blood sugar daily. Nothing I can do to change if high, so why bother? Yeah,
Right.
true. We were talking about like the blood pressure not being.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just be healthy. That's all.
Right.
That's all we want is just people to be healthy. There's no excuse or there's no reason unless your ego's in the way and you don't want to face it and you just want to stay in that position. But nobody wants to be unhealthy. I don't know one overweight person that wakes up and goes, I'm going to try to get bigger and die sooner.
Yeah.
Everybody has a desire to be
healthy.
Just
Yeah.
be healthy.
Our New Year's resolution.
Was not to make one.
No. This morning I said I want to clear out our bar and turn our bar, which is literally a sunroom, and fill it with meditative furniture. Fill it with the appropriate padded pillows. And once that door is closed, there's no electronics. There's nothing but that sunroom. And we sit there. We either have a conversation with each other or we're meditating.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
And I think we have a perfect room for that. And I think that's a fucking great idea.
Yeah.
I like this.
I think mental clarity is
It's everything.
it's very important.
It's everything. A place where you can detach.
Right. I don't even want to call it a safe place. It's just like how you said.
Yeah,
Like
place
a
where you can-
meditative.
Yeah, detach from the world
Just detach and
talk to
right.
your loved one, talk to a friend, whoever.
No, there's no cell phones allowed in that room.
Yeah, nothing.
nothing.
Yep.
Nothing.
At least like we have to behave to at least an hour just for our own damn mental
Bring
fortitude.
a coloring book and coloring pencils is fun.
That is fun too. Puzzles.
Puzzles.
Yeah, I think we'll probably just have music and stuff.
Right,
in
music
there.
and just
Whatever
meditative.
whatever your flavor is. Just
Angie said, because Uncle Chrome made a joke. He said, tell him he's on Play-Doh, not keto. Angie said his stomach hangs way over his pants and his back arches. 'Cause of it.
That's so
That
unfortunate.
poor dude, I feel so bad for him. I know how much his back probably hurts.
We both knew a heavy weight farrier whose belly was so big. And if you don't know what a farrier is, look it up. But you spend 90% of your time
bent over.
Underneath
You
a
spend
horse.
you spend more time bent over than a prostitute in Las Vegas.
Yes, you do. And it could be either a good and strengthening program for you, or it could be a nightmare.
Yeah, it could be a death sentence.
And I'm not going to say any names, but he complained about his back
all the time.
And he probably had about 100 pounds of weight dangling down all the time. Could barely squat to get under a horse, and pounding medication.
Oh, that's not good. Risky said, I worked with a dude who didn't fit in the patrol car. He could only drive around in a van.
Good God.
That's crazy.
When the work has to modify the whole job around your body size, it's not a great thing.
No. And I don't know what it is, right? For me, I got lazy. I'm not even going to blame anybody. I have no fingers to point.
Yeah.
My mentality was lazy.
Well, it's everybody.
And I had to dig down deep, really deep, and not be ashamed. And I had to talk to myself and go, do we want to do this? How much longer are we going to do this? You know?
At least you were able to wake up when you did. Most can't.
Right.
Most are, sugar, like, it's just so addicting, man.
Right. I was almost 300 pounds.
Yes.
I
That's
think
wild.
people, once they get the medication filled, I think at that point they're like,
It's over.
What's the point now?
Yeah. There's no way to come back from this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Biscuit, it's more like a podiatrist for horses.
Yes.
Blacksmith, farrier,
Yeah.
or horseshoer.
You have to read.
Not a horseshoe.
No, I'm just trying
No.
to get it so he can understand.
No,
it.
he know. That's why I said what I said, because he said a horseshoe fitter. It's a podiatrist for horses.
You got to read X-rays and go over diets and shoe the horse for diets and
It's the whole shebang.
the whole shebang.
It's the last stop before you put down your horse.
Yeah. And you know what was killing most horses? That's right. Sugar.
Yep.
Yep.
Sugar.
Alfalfa.
Alfalfa
Sugar.
and molasses feeds.
For
and
them, it was carbs that
Fucking rice
That they-
bran.
Rice bran.
Sweet stuff. and-
Yep.
for most people who owned horses, it was the carbs that they constantly fed them, and then wouldn't work them out.
Wouldn't work them out.
Or you have one horse who would, you turn your back and he eats your goddamn Snickers out of your hand.
I remember that. And they would give them fruits and all kind of shit.
Uncle Chrome said, God of lazy, bow to me.
For real.
Uncle Chrome said he's the God of lazy. Panda says, if I didn't walk to work and climb ladders every day, I'd be twice the size.
See, and that's something, and that's proof. Panda
Yeah.
just proved it right there.
Yeah.
If you're not active, it only gets worse.
Lemon said it was laziness for me too. I didn't think I had the energy to cook, so I ate those microwave meals and snacked all day.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, but that's the thing. If you got an active job, you can keep it at bay. It's not till you're done with your work or you retire or maybe you change a profession.
And I want to say this, everybody knows they get a bout of laziness. That's just fucking human nature. But don't hold that shit against you. Like, acknowledge it, but get on with it. Like, don't let it, like, it's, who gives a shit? You're lazy, acknowledge it and move on. You're doing something that everybody else has done in their life. So don't hold that shit against you. Forgive yourself and just turn the page.
Turn the tides.
Just turn the tides, turn the page to the next chapter of what is she again? What's she called
The
again?
glucose goddess.
The glucose goddess. Just turn the page.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello says, hello just
Hello.
got into the chat.
My dude.
He said, I was going to click this earlier, but I was too lazy.
Oh,
I love when that dude hops in.
Oh, jeez.
there he goes.
Uncle Chrome said, I rode a horse once. Didn't work out well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Biscuit says, it's habit. Tell yourself you're lazy. You'll believe it and wouldn't change.
Oh, yeah.
The power,
Of belief.
Yeah.
Belief.
Yeah.
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 Uncle Chrome says, I own my laziness.
Yeah. Own it.
And that's the thing.
Own it, Paul.
That's what Lamar was saying. Like, own that shit.
Here's the thing. Here's another good tip. Even if you don't want to do all the physical exercises, I promise you, if you just watched your diet and just walked as long as you possibly can and did it every stinking day,
You would lose crazy.
you
weight.
would watch the weight melt off of you. Just by walking. Walking alone is just a fundamental exercise that humans are born to do. Just walk.
Yeah.
Find a good podcast, zone out.
I don't know. Sometimes the
walk.
reality is pretty good.
That's a damn good podcast,
I
Marilyn.
hear they're pretty badass.
That's a great suggestion. Did you folks hear what she said?
And they have a playlist on their channel.
And they have, you see, there's more
Unlike
evidence.
some other people that we know.
Unlike other people that we know. You see where this is going?
We had to nail Cornish to a damn cross and
Not
crucify
only Cornish,
him.
who else was it? Somebody else didn't have a
Playlist.
I forgot who it was, but that person knows who they are.
I love how Cornish, though, named his S.O.R.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forget who the other person was.
But I mean, that's fun. It's like you actually do what you say you're going to do. You
Yeah.
know,
Simon. It was
Simon.
Simon.
Is it Simon?
It was Simon's.
I could have
Yes.
sworn Simon
Nope.
had.
No.
Nope.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He didn't have a.
He had a.
Oh,
he had to put it together. He had a couple of things in there, but he didn't
just
have
had
it.
all on his videos.
Yeah.
Wait, am I thinking about Simon or no? I'm not thinking about Simon. I'm thinking of. Oh gosh, I'm drawing a blank now. Uncle Chrome says guilty for not doing even that. I am a sad motherfucker.
Yeah, but you're sad only because you want to be.
Yeah.
Oh, geez. He said, I have genetics in my corner and seen my future in my dad.
Yeah.
So he's like,
The most
screw it.
hardest thing to do is break a cycle and break a habit. I don't know what locks us and binds us to that mind state, that mind frame, but it's the most hardest thing to do.
Or
Like,
Go
Can you,
ahead.
can you physically get out of bed and tell yourself when you plant your 2 feet on the ground, okay, before I do anything today, I'm going to knock out 100 push-ups, 100 squats, and then I'll have the whole day to myself.
Right.
And I don't have to worry about it all day. But on top of that, I'm going to do the apple cider vinegar.
The
I'm
hacks.
going to do the broccoli. I'm going to change my mind. It's finally time. Now, we can sit here and preach this shit to everybody, but no one's going to do it until they are physically and mentally ready to make the change.
Yeah.
But the more you tell yourself this, the more you tell yourself this over time, something clicks and you go, I'm tired of feeding this shit to myself. So now it's time to turn on the switch.
I don't know what it is about people and ourselves. We just reject knowledge. Somebody could tell us to cure and we'll reject it.
Yep.
Or we'll say, nah, it's impossible. But-
I'm not ready to do
But
that
you
yet.
won't deep dive into it.
You won't.
And for me, I didn't do it until my doctor scared the shit out of me.
And usually that's what
That's
what
what it
happens
takes.
to
Yeah.
a lot of people.
And that's what it takes.
Is the scare. Hello says working out builds discipline and structure and usually overflows to other aspects of life, especially when you're lazy.
Yeah.
Recon says so few seem to exercise their ability to transcend habits, overcome compulsivenesses. Yeah, it's very true.
It's just
That's a factual freaking statement.
I
Yeah.
don't and so here's the question. Why haven't you, even after hearing this today, why can't you, the viewer, tell yourself right now, today is the last day.
Yeah.
I am mentally fortified and strong enough to break this spell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't believe me, self? Watch this.
Well, I'm super excited that Luke and Lemon got the book.
Right. But
That's
that's the
step
first step,
one.
right? That's the-
Yeah.
and just by you spending your hard-earned money on this book does not mean, and I'm not saying you guys won't do it, but it does not mean that you'll open that book and start applying it to your life. That
Right.
means you just bought the book.
I think once Luke gets that book and gets it in Sarah's hands, she'll keep him accountable.
That book is amazing.
It takes two sometimes.
But you're right. You know, at what point do you tell yourself enough is enough? And when do you start listening?
Right.
When do you tell the ego to shut the fuck up and I want to be healthy? I want to change my life.
Right.
At what point do you take the reins?
Yeah. Some people can't check their ego though.
No.
That's the only thing.
Yeah.
The ego will say, oh, not today, we'll start tomorrow. Oh, not tomorrow. We'll do it the next day. Oh, we don't have to do it right now. We bought the book. Let's just wait until the next day. And then that shit snowballs until you start literally having sparring matches with your ego and yourself.
Yep.
Uncle Chrome said his dad died when he was 89 and his mom is 96.
Wow. So he has genetics.
You
to
have
live
the
a
great
long
genetics.
time.
Yeah.
You have great genetics. You can beat that shit.
Turn the tide.
Viral said, my pops passed away when he was 52 from colon cancer. I've been up on exams.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, preventative.
Yep.
Yep.
And that's the thing too. Like a lot of people just don't care. They don't go see their physician. You don't have to have medical insurance to go get a checkup.
Uncle Graham says, face it, we are just a bunch of dumb meat bags. The AI will get us right.
AI will do it.
Which they are. So I mean, I don't want to keep going into AI conversations, but
Yeah. Luke said he's like, nope, he's the one that's going to be reading it and not Sarah, because Sarah has an even bigger sugar carb addiction than he does.
oh wow.
So Luke's
he has
gonna
to
be-
he has to bear the weight.
Yeah, so Luke will help Sarah.
But again, right? Even if they're husband and wife, Sarah's gonna want to have to help herself, because at the end of the day, Luke can't put the fork and food in her mouth, chew it, and digest it.
Oh, so he must have gotten it on Kindle because he says he's already reading it now.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
So you have
She's
to.
on Kindle.
You have to be accountable for yourself.
Yeah, but
unfortunately,
but to speak to Luke's situation now, I woke up one morning and I found that woman on YouTube, and I know my wife's mind. I know how she works. I just said, hey, check this woman out, vet her, see what's good, because she's gonna do the fine small print on this woman.
Yeah.
She came back 2 days later. She had the book, and she said, I am buying everything in the house from here on off. This is the grocery list. We are doing this. And I go, well, have you checked into her? And her response was, I give everyone the benefit of the doubt. If it works, we're golden. If it doesn't, it's shit.
get back to the drawing boards.
You have to go in for yourself, period. And we did. And this woman turned out to be 100%.
And she was very much
spot on.
science-based,
Driven,
right?
science-based.
So
Yes.
she had no skin in the game. She could have cared less if you believed her or not. All she knew is that it was science, fact-based, researched, and tested. And this is the outcome. Here is the book.
Right.
There's no gray areas. There's no, well, what is this? No,
Yeah.
black and white. Here it is.
And there's no gimmicks.
Take it or leave it.
There's no gimmick diet. There's no gimmicks behind it. Don't change your habits if you don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We made a spaghetti out of like those tomatoes that we grew out of the garden. We crushed up a bunch of those, and we made we had like the homemade garlic that we grew, blended it all up, put it into those jars, spaghetti sauce. I'm gonna tell you something. I brought some. I had some today. It was the best spaghetti that I've had in a long time.
Because when it's not processed, it means something.
The
Yeah.
best. And Bug don't even like spaghetti. But we made the best spaghetti we had in a long time.
Right.
It didn't have any added fucking sugars or preservatives in it.
Your tomato has enough sugars.
It
Oh,
does.
and they're
Already.
sweet as hell.
yeah.
It was just delicious.
Hello said, you all have lemon making us smoothies. Very good podcast. Inspirational. I hate to burst your bubble.
But the smoothies are the baddest thing you can drink. I had to stop the smoothies as well.
Yeah,
so
don't
again,
do the smoothies.
get the book. You got
Read the book.
unless it's a puree all broccoli smoothie with ice.
and even then, that's bad.
Yeah.
Don't
Don't blend 'em.
pulverize.
Don't pulverize
the
it.
vegetable
Yeah.
or the fruit.
You got to eat it.
You're literally pulverizing the nutrients.
Yeah.
And you're just making it all sugar.
Read the book
Yeah.
before you guys do anything else. Just sit and read that
Yeah,
book.
sorry.
The
to
body
burst your
doesn't.
bubble.
And here's another fact from the book: the body doesn't distinguish fruit sugar versus honey versus candy versus honey buns versus cinnabon versus donuts.
Wait.
Sugar is sugar.
I can see Lemon going, ah, fuck.
Yeah, yeah. God damn it! I thought I was doing good.
Yeah.
I just blended all this.
Yeah.
You're going to drink it anyways, hello.
We bought so much pomegranate juice and we ended up throwing it all away.
Yeah, I threw it away.
Because
It was
in the
room in the refrigerator that I
at the
needed.
end of the day, it was just
Sugar.
liquid sugar.
So she makes it a good, just a food for thought, or like how you can remember it is the minute you pulverize a fruit or a vegetable to make a smoothie, it is no longer food. You have now just made homemade candy.
Serious.
That's what it is.
If you want pomegranate juice, eat the actual pomegranate. If you want orange, eat the actual orange while it's still in its fibrous state.
Yeah.
The health market of the U.S. fooled you when they came out with all these juice
The
companies.
orange juice. I can't
100%
tell you when the
this.
last time I had some.
From concentrate that.
Hello, read the book. Even pulverizing a vegetable, you've turned it into sugar.
You've taken the fibrous properties away.
Read
I
the
know
book.
it's foreign to your guys' minds and you think this
Read
shit
the
is
book.
crazy.
Read
It's
the book.
just fruit.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
you have to take what you were conditioned to
Believe.
set it aside and take in a whole wave of new information,
Right.
information and data and start applying it and then comparing the two side by side. Us in this room are not medical physicians.
Yeah.
Right? We're going off what this lady is saying in the book.
And it worked for us.
And it works for it works for us, but she's done the research. It's all backed.
right.
You have to come outside of yourself and do your own schooling, do your own work, read the book.
Yeah.
Yeah. Our government doesn't have our best intentions. And there's money to be had in sickness.
Oh, huge.
If you turn your TV on, you can just look at how many drugs they want to try and sell you. But they never have commercials on how to cure it and how to eat better and how to sleep better and how to love better and be better and take walks. You don't see commercials pushing that. Just keep you in this depressed state. Keep eating what you're eating. Let us give you a drug so you can keep eating what you are eating, so you can live a little longer, so I can continue to make more money off this drug.
Yeah.
And you can eat more bullshit. And that's capitalism at its best.
Luke said opinions on raw blueberries. Eat them.
Eat them.
Just don't eat a whole lot.
Yeah. But
And-
before you
and-
eat them,
Great-
Luke, before you eat them,
Great antioxidants.
apple cider vinegar or broccoli.
And pair it. So you'll read in the book. She says close your clothing on your carbs. Pair it with something. Don't just have the blueberry.
Right.
So pair it with like a cottage cheese, a Greek yogurt, a couple of pieces of cheese. Pair it with something. Don't eat it on its own because it will spike that insulin level.
And I'm gonna tell you guys this, and this is just from our experience in doing this for, I don't know, like almost
6 months.
6 months now. You have to consume no less than a gallon of water, because you will be your body is going to call for the most water you've ever drank. And that is because you should have been there in the first place.
Yeah.
You should have been properly hydrated long ago. If you're drinking 1 glass of water a day or
That's not enough.
Oh,
two bottles, it's nowhere near
You guys
enough.
seen our water bottles? Mine is always up there on
Yeah, you happen to forget. Yours
Right.
is
and
mine.
They're
You'll
always
hear it.
empty. And
That's
every night
mine.
we're always filling them up every night.
Yeah.
Literally, your body goes through something that I can't even explain. It's almost like your body is reversing the aging process.
Yeah. VP says, Uncle Chrome, now we're talking Cinnabon for the win. And then Hello says, pair it with a Diet Coke and extra large fries.
Damn.
That shit sounds great.
Yo, I'm about to go to Cinnabon real quick and
Mackie D's.
Macadamia.
Yeah, but we don't.
Yeah.
There's times where if we want
Angie
that,
says she's eating pomegranate seeds right now.
there you go. But there's times we want a Cinnabon or we want McDonald's fries.
Or an apple fritter, and
Or
we
an
did.
apple
And it
fritter.
was
Yeah.
so
But I guarantee you, when your body comes off that sugar for 6 months and you eat something else, it's like, wow, I was eating this and I was eating the whole thing. It blows your mind. You won't be able to finish it, and it's going to make you feel like shit afterwards. That's the new drug epidemic. It's not the fentanyl. It's not the heroin or cocaine or whatever the thing is. The real drug game is sugar, and everybody is involved.
And it's funny now because now that I've taken a lot of that out of my diet, I'm not even as hungry as I used to be.
You're not even as hungry.
I'm thirsty more than ever, and I eat a meal is 9 times out of 10. That's a wrap for me because I can't eat beyond 5 or 6 o'clock because I have acid reflux.
Luke, they do have them. You just have to find really good version, play around with your recipe. Because he said, I'm serious, keto biscuit and gravy's recipe, a fantasy? It's not a fantasy.
It's not a fantasy.
It's out there. I just made a chocolate cake.
And it was ridiculously good.
And it was amazing. Just
Luke, just give me a text.
I don't like the chocolate cake, but I do.
You didn't like the cheese.
But I love the cheesecake. And I didn't like regular cheesecake.
Right.
I don't eat cheesecake at all, but she made this keto cheesecake, and I'm telling you, it's freaking delicious. So if you think keto, they can't make good foods to satisfy your cravings.
We do it every day.
You're dead wrong.
We do it every day, and I don't miss one food. There's actually a potato out there. It's not called a potato. I forgot what it's called.
That thing. It's
but you cut it like a French fry. You cut it up like French fries.
Rutabaga.
No, is it? It's something close to that.
A rutabar, rutabaga.
Rutabar.
It tastes just like the
Rutabaga.
rutabaga. It tastes just like French fries.
Yeah.
And it doesn't spike your sugar levels.
Yeah. If you're somebody that absolutely has to have potatoes and French fries and all that, and you're trying to go on keto, rutabaga. Amazing.
We've perfected our menu to the point where we don't even know we're eating keto anymore. Everything is just as flavorful and just as good as if it was processed shit.
Yep.
Text me, Luke. We'll walk you through it, sir. I won't let you go by yourself. I won't.
Yeah. It's the parsnips. No, that contains a lot of carbs. If you're gonna be keto, I would advise to stay away from that one.
You got to stay under 80 grams of carbs, or if you can, 40. I stay under 80. And I've dropped weight so much to the fact where I have to now figure out how to put or sustain the weight I am at. And my brother and I had a conversation about this because he dropped too much weight. And if you drop too much weight, didn't you figure out?
As you get older, as you become older, your body can't put the weight back on. So your body adapts to this thing, and as you get older, you lack the enzymes and the metabolism to break down these foods and store the adequate muscle, which is hence why you have to drink more of the Ensures and the more muscle. So the older you get, the skinnier you are.
Right.
Because your body just can't hold up like it used to.
Right.
So you have to make sure you're at an adequate weight. Otherwise, you may not be able to get back to that weight.
Yes.
So just and the wife taught me that. So you have to make sure your diet is balanced.
Everything in moderation.
Everything in moderation.
I tried and now I'm at a happy weight. I'm at 244. 240.
Yeah, and you're normally under 50 grams of carbs.
Yes.
Which is true keto.
Where were you before?
I was
260?
269.
Yeah, almost 270.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you lost 28 pounds?
Is it 28?
Yeah. You're 44, you were at 260. What is it?
I thought,
you're almost 70.
Yeah.
I think you were pushing closer to 270.
Yeah, I think I was 270, but I don't think the doc wanted to tell me that.
I'm super excited to see how Luke does with it.
I want to see how it changes everybody's life who decides to make that change today.
Yeah, I have to go back to a comment he said earlier. This is hilarious. Luke will lead by example because he's learned not to try to force ideas on his wife. Hashtag danger Will Robinson. Danger Will Robinson.
Yeah. And then Luke, take my advice. Get a picture of yourself and take measurements because once
he has videos of himself.
Oh, no. But you want to have these.
Yeah, shirt off.
Oh, yeah.
Once you start, within 30 days, you are not going to recognize yourself. and it's going to start in the face first.
He's like, biscuits and gravy, keto recipe.
Yes.
They do. They have them.
We will share it with you.
There's these great twins.
The keto twins.
Not these twins that you're watching. Another set of twins. They're called the keto twins. Two females, and they do a bunch of keto recipes, and they lost almost a combination of 100 pounds.
Easy.
Right?
Easy.
And in the beginning of their
process.
Beginning of their videos, it always shows their before and after. But they do keto recipes. They'll find a recipe, they'll do it, they'll talk about why it's good, why it's not good, and then they'll change it up again and do the recipe again and kind of like make it better, perfect it.
Right.
You know, more than like if they find a recipe and it's great, they won't touch it. But if it could use a little bit of work, then they work on it. And they have great recipes on their YouTube channel. Great recipes.
Yeah, our spaghetti noodles is literally artichoke heart.
A palm of heart.
Or
palm of heart.
Palm of
Yeah,
heart.
those are good.
Yeah, our lasagna is palm of heart for the noodle replacement. And you can't even fucking tell.
No, you can't.
You can't even tell.
I couldn't tell with the spaghetti noodles.
Right?
I could not tell.
You couldn't tell. And all along you were so happy because you knew.
I would say make sure they are cooked al dente so they don't easily tear on you.
Right.
But I couldn't tell.
No.
Yeah, it was really, really good.
Yeah. I'm excited. If you people are really going to do it, I'm excited for you. It's going to change your entire world.
Shall I add a channel in the Discord?
Yes.
The
For
lifestyle
this?
channel.
Yes. Definitely.
Healthy living.
I can.
And put pictures in there of yourself now. If you're gonna do it today, don't wait till fucking New Year's.
So other people can see how far you've come along.
Put your picture in the Discord now.
Maybe not a shirtless one like Panda.
Maybe not that.
Or maybe you do want to do it like Panda.
If you're going to do that, that only goes on Only Sam's channel.
Yeah. Sam's only.
Sam's only.
I love that damn channel.
Yeah.
It's probably one of the hottest channels we have.
Yeah.
It
be
is.
honest.
To be honest.
Yeah, I'll add a category and start putting more channels under that category, that lifestyle.
And then you know what we should do is do the glucose goddess quotes of the day, where we can go in there and put bits and pieces of the literature so people can actually get an understanding as to what is being said in this
That
book.
one paragraph about the sugar
Right.
would have blown the one that I read to you last night.
Yeah.
But I wish I had the book in here.
We got to rephrase it though if we
Blown-
post it.
No.
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 Okay,
As long as you put it in quotations.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And cite it. Yeah.
Yeah. Blown away by what she said about sugar.
Right.
I was like, wow.
Mm-hmm.
And which one was the worst of the natural, quote unquote, natural sugars? Agave was the most
worst.
unhealthiest.
I know what the unhealthiest is, and somebody over here taught me it. It's a Twinkie with a Twix in the middle. That's
is
the most unhealthiest.
That shit sound good.
But
though.
that shit sounds so bomb.
Yeah.
What about that Cinnabon dough?
Yeah,
about that
VP
Cinnabon,
is
though?
all about that Cinnabon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to have that in high school. I used to take Twinkie, bite the end, stick a Twix in it. Heaven.
You just gave Hello so much ammo right now.
Oh,
I
my
know I did.
God.
You just set that dude up.
Brown candy bar,
Yeah.
no one.
I used to hate walking in the malls and that damn Cinnabon.
You could smell it. You know what kills me?
God.
Till this day, if we ever go to a mall and they have it, the pretzel place.
Aunt
Annie Ann's?
Annie Ann's.
Ann's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Mine
the
was Toll House. That was a killer for me.
pretzel. Well, it
Mrs.
was,
Fields was
if
mine.
you
Mrs.
had
Fields,
if you
yeah.
had a Annie Ann's, you had to Mrs. Field. They were always
Oh yeah,
Right
they were
there.
they were like
connected.
either one was here and then
Yeah.
like two stores down was the other one. So you would go have your pretzel dog and then go have a cookie.
Every time you walk past the Cinnabon factory or the store,
Yeah.
you knew about 5 out of 10 people
Yeah.
could not resist the smell and stopped to get one.
There's a restaurant. They have one in Fort Wayne because I've seen it, and I used to go there a lot.
Oh,
in Dayton.
VP had a Cinnabon yesterday.
Oh,
You
that's-
bastard.
Oh, you bastard.
I used to go there in Dayton.
Plain with glass of milk.
to get it. And the name of this restaurant is called Core Life. They have one in Fort Wayne, and it's like all the vegetables are right there in front of you, and you go and you make your bowl. And it's not like a Chipotle.
Right.
Like this is like full natural ingredients. Everything is like no sugar. Even the drinks they serve are like no sugar. It's called Core Life. And we should go check that out.
Oh, okay. It's one in Fort Wayne?
Yeah.
Fast food place?
Yep. You can Google it right now, and that place is amazing.
Okay.
I used to always eat there.
Yeah.
Yep. Make your own bowls.
We'll have to check it out.
Yeah, let's do that in Discord and challenge yourselves.
Hello said a pizza with Cinnabon. The Sbarro pizza with the Cinnabon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, we're just talking about
We're not
everything
doing
that'll,
ourselves
that'll
any.
spike your
Yeah.
levels.
And how come every month or so we get back to the food topics?
Who started
have
it?
to.
Oh, Biscuit started
yeah,
it.
Biscuit started it.
Because
Damn it,
he said
Biscuit.
he was cooking dinner
Stop cooking dinner.
And
Yeah.
he was using apple cider vinegar.
Yeah.
yesterday for the hack. Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people, I feel like they kind of sleep on Biscuit's comments, but don't sleep on that dude. That dude knows a lot. We don't want to dive in because maybe this channel is not quite about some of the topics that I really like when Biscuit brings up. And
Yeah.
maybe one day in the future, we can indulge on some of those.
Should we interview Biscuit?
I think we should.
We should probably have
Biscuit?
a biscuit hour. This hour is brought to you by Biscuit Moon.
Right?
And then
Tell us
he'll-
your thoughts on this conspiracy,
Yeah,
Biscuit.
and then Biscuit will tell us his thoughts on the conspiracy, and we'll just be like, that is some factual shit, Biscuit. Mind-boggling.
Biscuit, what do you know about the rods of God
Oh, don't get him started.
or the rods from God?
No, it's the rods of God.
Yeah, the rods of God. I want to know just how deep it goes with Biscuit.
Hello said, I saw someone twins on Tinder. Ooh, they were great too. And then he said, I'm joking. Tinder banned me.
Jesus.
See, there you go.
Jeez, you see what he does?
Welcome back. Hello.
I missed
And
this
Luke,
guy.
and then
Yeah.
Luke prior to that goes, sexy twins. Rawr. It's those two.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
those two.
Those two.
Yeah, I thought my brother and I was
Sin
bad,
Seeker-
but those two.
Yeah, Sin Seeker and me. Hello. Meet Sin Seeker.
Yeah.
For
Lost brothers.
For the 18th time.
For the 18th
Yeah,
time,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Lost brothers.
yeah. Luke can go there.
Oh,
Luke and
jeez.
Hello together is not a good combination.
Biscuit says missiles from satellites.
See?
Yes.
There you go.
Okay, Biscuit, how would you like to be interviewed? Would you hop on a Zoom call with
Yeah,
us?
I mean, viral is coming on. We're still trying to figure out the Zoom for the live, and I hope viral can do it from his studio.
Yeah, we'll make it at a decent time. We'll wake up early
Yeah,
for your
yeah.
convenience.
We could do it like at 10 o'clock our time, or 10 a.m. our time, 9 a.m. our time.
Well, what like if Biscuit wants to do it, we'll figure
Yeah.
out a time.
And they're not even missiles. They're just large
You
rods.
can DM me on Facebook or Discord. You're on
I
our
want to
Discord.
get Uncle Chrome. I want to get everybody. I want to
Everybody.
get VP's ass on too.
Yeah.
But the Cinnabon, no.
Yeah, that Cinnabon,
And
no.
if VP comes on a Zoom, he better have a freaking
Cinnabon.
Cinnabon.
And a
right-
big ass joint.
Yeah, right in front of us.
Ass
Yeah.
joint.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be
That
hilarious.
joint better be so goddamn fat. When every time he blows it out, I'm getting high.
You know who we should
A digital high.
A digital high.
yeah, Discord video chat. We can do that.
Mm-hmm.
We should figure it out. Luke, if you have time tomorrow, can you text me so we can chat about the Discord and hooking it up with OBS? Yeah, because if it's easier on Discord,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Biscuit says, I'm not great in the winter. Summer is better. We can wait till the summer.
We can wait till summer.
We'll wait till whenever you're
We can
comfortable.
wait till the biscuit is damn ready.
Yeah, we can do. Uncle Chrome says, I don't have a good easy webcam, but Discord video chat.
Okay.
Yeah. And then Luke will let me know. He said,
Okay.
we'll do.
Yeah, we'll figure it out then.
Yeah.
Luke's on the case.
Yeah. When Luke's on the case,
It would be nice to have.
it'll get done.
It would be,
It'll be
nice.
solved, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, it would be nice to interview everyone. though.
Well, that's what I was just.
Yeah.
I was
Make
gonna
our
say
rounds.
that
Yeah.
we can start making our rounds. We will interview all of our Discord SOAR family,
Yeah.
and then if you're not in Discord, you still want to be interviewed. Yeah. Crazy Rabbit said, "Pants optional."
See there? You see there? Wabbit knows what I'm talking about. I think when I said that, he understood me right away.
Only for you, Wabbit.
Yeah. We don't need no damn
Ooh,
pants.
you a schooly wabbit.
Tell him we don't need pants. I can sit here without pants.
Wabbit, just so you know, simply my brother and I, we lived our whole lives dumping patients off on ER nurses. I really want to know what's going on in that mind of yours.
Yeah.
My.
Because we've seen, like, I'm including you on this. The four of us have seen
A whole lot.
a lot. And I know a lot of us still suffer from PTSD in many forms. And I ain't going to be around the bush on that. But it's always nice to talk to someone who has been in the same field you were kind of in. You know, I always wanted to know what it was like for the ER nurses after we dropped the patients off.
Right.
As critical as they were.
He said,
How many of them made it? Like,
Yeah,
you
right.
know,
Yeah.
what was it like when we dropped everything off to you? Like, you are the one person that can pick the story up for us.
Yeah, because they have the aftercare too. You know,
Right.
they have the.
remember that day we did like the 100 things you didn't know or whatever, and it was like healthcare related stuff that I was reading off of, like cleaning your belly button and stuff
Oh,
like
yeah,
that
yeah,
because of
yeah,
the
yeah.
germs.
We did that today.
That's how I remember.
Yeah.
There was a statistic in there that said there was, I think I'm going to butcher this. It was like 79 or 89% of all hospitals are made up of nurses.
I believe that.
But,
yeah.
but yet they are the least paid or something like that. Like I forget of like how they did it.
They do more interacting than the doctors. They administer the drugs more than the doctors.
And that's and it also said that in there that they interact the majority of the time away from like the doctors.
I've watched some nurses look at doctors
And
and
are
go,
paid-
"You are an idiot. Move.
Yeah.
This is what you're supposed to do."
Yeah, and are paid like shit.
Yeah.
And they do all the care work.
Oh,
Right.
all of it. Yeah.
I was this close before or right when I met the wife, or just slightly before I met you. I was this close to being a nurse. Mom had the books in my hand and she was going over the math and she put all of the books, the physiology and the anatomy.
I think it was right when we met because I remember that.
And
yeah.
it was all coming easy because I was already in the ambulance doing that. And now it's just like, okay, I'm going to be a nurse. And she was schooling me up and I was going to go into her nursing program when she taught. And Marilyn changed all that. She's like, what do you really want to do? So that changed.
Uncle Chrome said, "Can you do what Kent's Pub does with having people zoom in?" I don't know what Kent's Pub does. Are they drinking? Are we doing shots?
Are we smoking marijuana?
What are we doing?
Are we eating
VP
edibles?
said, "Oh, interesting question." And my Discord is blowing up right now. So let me see what this is. Crazy Rabbit said, "Maybe I'll do a video and talk ER stories." That
would
would
be
be great.
Yes.
That would be dope. I mean, we won't use real patients' names, but that would be dope.
Oh yeah, definitely don't. Yeah. Let's see. Photo.
Oh, do I dare
that was not
have cop stories?
Yeah, why not?
Do we do cop stories?
Why not?
And we know a couple of cops we can get on an interview too.
If we
So
can skew their faces
we
if
can
they
skew
want.
their, yeah.
Risky could tell you stories from days about his experiences with the doctors at our job. Oh, I could just imagine. Uncle Crumb says nurses are the NCO of hospitals.
I'm 100% sure of.
Lemon said, I have an aunt who became a NP versus a doctor because she wanted to spend time with patients. She's amazing, and all my little cousins have become nurses because of her.
Yeah, there you go.
Yay!
They're not. They don't want to be doctors. They want to be hands-on.
Yeah,
they want
nurse
to be
practitioner.
they want to be the ones in the jungle actually combating the monkeys.
Yeah. A lot of times when I go see a new doctor for whatever reason, and they're like, would you like to see the nurse practitioner or the doctor? I'm like, nurse practitioner is fine.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. And then if they can't do something, then, they'll send me to the doctor, like our new back doctor for me.
Right.
I saw the nurse practitioner first. She was amazing.
Yeah.
Loved her. But
doctors are just specialists. You
Yeah.
know, they specialize in this certain particular thing that they're good at.
Yeah.
but my back issues were a little too much for her, so she
Right.
was like, I need to get the doctor. I'm like, that's totally
That's
fine.
fine.
Absolutely. At least you were aware of that and weren't trying to prescribe me something
And go
or
outside of your
give me a
wheelhouse.
treatment.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You got the doctor.
When I worked for AmeriCare ambulance, and we were doing all those 911 calls in Compton, me and my first partner, who was really teaching me the ropes, his name is Matt Lauren, right? And we used to always go to a hospital called Tri-City Hospital ER, is where we would take a lot of patients. And in that ER was a doctor. His name was Dr. Skinner.
Oh, I remember this dude.
And he would always fantasize like, man, you guys are bringing me some wild stuff. Like, how come they're not giving you X and Y and Z? Like, you guys are like the first out there. You need this and that, so we can at least combat some things. And he was like, or Matt said, you should actually ride with this and see how the Mother May I system really works. And that dude, he showed up at the Lomita station. I was like, Skinner? And he was like, I'm here for the ride along. And he got on the bus with us. And we were the 24-hour car. And he bare witness. When it was all said and done, he said, I'm an ER doctor. I have no idea what to do on these emergency
That's
calls.
insane.
I have zero idea how you guys show up with the minimum tools you have, able to sort it out, get them to whichever hospital they need to go to. Like, you got to pick the correct hospital. And when something is like saturated, where you're diverting to, just on the minimum supplies that you have.
All we were there to call for, or got the call for, was to just stabilize.
Right.
You stabilize
and you bounce.
And you bounce.
And you bounce fast.
It's literally a scoop and run method.
Yes.
Get there, stabilize, scoop,
and
run.
He didn't even know the simplicity of that. He said, I was a lost dog.
Yeah, because all he knows is like how to get internally inside the body and what drug to push to combat this.
Right, and read the paperwork on the labs and send them off to someone who specializes in
this surgery.
Right.
Yeah.
He's just a triage doctor, basically. You know, take him here, take them there, and so I mean, it's beyond me on how our medical system is managed and how it's operated. It's a scary thing. It's a very scary thing.
You still got to be able to tie up an artery, though.
Right.
As you still got to doc. You got to know your shit.
You got to know your shit.
You will get inside of a cavity.
Yeah. Risky, Lucas, and myself went to a EMS conference. It was in Orange County, and I think we worked for County Rescue at the time, maybe, or was it Lynch? It might have been Lynch. And Risky can help me out on this. It was like maybe 100 different rigs out there from multiple companies. And we're all in this conference room. And we're talking about huge catastrophic events. And what would happen in the situation of just mass triage and cities crumbling and or BioWare outbreaks and nuclear holocaust per se, right? Anarchy. And so they were coming up with these guidelines for a major city like Los Angeles or even Orange County. The likelihood and depending on what the outbreak was or what the incident was, they were bringing all of this information and saying, hey, if this isn't controlled within 2 weeks of whatever said thing is, we could be looking at anarchy. Mm-hmm. If the anarchy isn't controlled within another 2 weeks, we can be looking at system failure. And then they posed another question. In said incident, who shows up for the call? And who goes home to protect their families? And that number was horrifying.
It wasn't in my department. We had that same conversation, and it was a mass. I forgot how they worded it, but it was some sort of mass
destruction,
biological warfare. It was something like Fallout,
right?
And I remember every deputy at the time was like, outside the confines of the captains and shit, I am not clocking in and leaving my family to come in here and to go to work and deal with that shit. I am scooping my family up and we are going to go somewhere.
Yes.
And that is the only human thing. Jobs and titles go all out the window when the shit hits the fan.
People fail to realize that first responders have families. Mm-hmm. And my family is more important than the community. Mm-hmm. And we don't know, like, if you weren't in EMS and you weren't a first responder, let me tell you this. You do not know how sensitive our infrastructure
really is. Because it's ran by humans.
And if you're not prepared at home, if you hear something's happening tomorrow and you go to Costco thinking, I need to get this, you are already too late.
So it was funny. It's the sheep mentality, right? That Biscuit was saying earlier. And it's the cause for paranoia, right? The dock workers were possibly going on strike, right? It was coming down to the wire, possibly. We went to Costco. There was no toilet paper, no paper towels.
No waters.
I didn't know about that.
Yep. No waters.
It was when we were talking to the gentleman with his son.
Oh, really?
It was that day.
It was that day.
There was the reason why we started talking to him is because he told us that. And that's when we got into the whole politics conversation and stuff like that. It's you instill fear, and then that's it. Every they go crazy, and they never went on strike. The dock workers,
and they can't.
But they can. They're in a union.
No, they can. But you think they're gonna plug that up?
No.
Sure.
Every port.
Why not? Nobody thought the writers were going to go on strike. Nobody thought the actors were going to go on strike.
Yeah, but these dock workers move America. Actors don't move America.
Yes, it wasn't a vital line.
But vital or not, it's still money. Do you know how much money was lost in California?
Yeah, but they didn't go on strike. I don't care how you slice it. They didn't go on strike.
I'm saying they could have.
They could have.
They could have.
They absolutely could have.
And so it was just the talk about them.
The fear of it.
Going on strike. That was it.
Put people in panic mode.
Well, look what they did when fucking COVID hit. All the toilet paper. Y'all gonna take all the toilet paper?
You nasty bastards.
Nobody said I'm gonna go get the rice in the canned food.
Crazy.
I want ass paper.
Crazy Rabbit said people be shitting a ton. Damn. But that's when we were, and then you posed that question to him, like, if something really happens, are you going to be able to take care of your family? Like, are you going to be able to provide for them, delegate jobs, tell whoever this is what needs to be done? Like, and that dude was like, yeah, I can't. And these are the reasons. But the majority of people would not be able to.
No. They call that when the world destructs like that. You know what they call that? They call that the decade of the hunter. They say that's when the hunter returns,
right?
And that's when they thrive. So us, 10% of the population that still hunt and know how to forage and know what mushrooms to eat, who know how to fish, who know how to trap,
all the medicinal plants and
all
and
the
that's
botanists.
The other book that we got.
Those are the only ones that are going to be able to thrive.
Right.
because everybody else lost their way.
Yeah, I have a.
That'll be the next book I read.
Yeah.
Is that one?
Yeah, we bought another book based on medicinal plants, and we're avid hunters. Well, we used to be.
Biscuit. That's what we said when we were talking to that guy at Costco. We're like, you can go in the shower and clean your butt. Like,
Yeah.
Wash
you
your
don't
ass.
need toilet paper.
Yes.
Biscuit said you need food, not toilet paper. You can clean your ass with water.
Yes.
Right.
And that's what we were saying.
But that's how lost people are.
So it's
I
that
remember
whole
going to
FOMO
Walmart.
thing
Yeah,
too. It's
I-
like
yeah, the FOMO thing.
You see one person grabbing 3 things of toilet paper, you're like, oh,
Oh,
shit.
I gotta grab
oh,
7
shit.
then.
Oh
Yeah.
shit. Like why?
Yep.
And I remember in the produce section at that Smith's, not the Smith's, but the Walmart in Riverton. I remember going in there, and it was so much vegetables and fruit in there.
Yeah.
And I was telling Jill at the time, like, look at all this food right here.
Yeah.
Why are they taking just the toilet paper? However, never know mine.
Yeah.
Get the broccoli. Get the food.
Yeah. Yeah. Get the food.
Shit.
COVID was a great
Introduction.
test
Yeah.
of what society would do.
Yep.
You had those that didn't believe it was going on. You had those that thought it was way more than it was. And you had those that were just like, I don't trust the government. That's it. And just to have all those different ideations leaves for one recipe: self-destruction.
Yeah.
Oh, and the world stopped.
The world stopped.
You remember when in Venice, was it Venice? Those canals they cleared up,
Yes.
and you could. They actually said they could see fish.
Asian
Fish.
countries.
Asian
They were
countries.
like, we haven't seen clear
Clear
skies
Skies in years.
Yeah.
ever. And
Even
some
in
people
India.
in their whole lifetime.
Even in India,
Yeah.
the skies were clear.
clear. They could see blue when they looked up.
Oh my God!
There were so many things that happened during COVID with our environment when we came to a stop. Go look on you or Google all of the fascinating things that happened during COVID to the environment when we just stopped. You wouldn't believe it. You wouldn't believe it.
I remember it was Risky who told me that the freeways in California, like he said, it's just it wasn't the same. We had this conversation. It was like during COVID, and he was
Yeah.
like, "Man, it's not the same.
You're right.
Like the 405 empty, the 101 empty at 4 or 5 o'clock.
You know
Not
what?
a car.
You know what COVID really did though? It told people, hey, people had time to think. I'm in the wrong job.
Yep.
I really don't like my spouse. I don't like where my life is going. COVID sat everyone down and it allowed everyone
To think.
to think. Divorce rates went up.
Skyrocketed.
Entrepreneurship,
Skyrocketed.
people driving less. People picked up bikes. You couldn't find a bike
To save your
purchase.
You couldn't find any exercise equipment.
And the best
Period.
part was they were being funded to stay at home.
Right.
And that's what gives you that moment of pause. You're not a cog anymore. You're not on the grind. And then you sit back and go, yeah, I like my life when I don't have to waste it all away on working and doing things that I don't love.
They almost had a hard time trying to restart the economy and get people back outdoors again. They really, I think our country really had a
Music
shock.
went up too. Albums.
Yeah,
Albums went up.
and streaming. Remember,
And
Netflix
streaming.
went up big
Yeah.
time.
People were in YouTube and streaming
And
was
Biscuit says, and now most people have forgotten. It's very true.
Real and fast. Didn't Peloton have surged 200%?
yes.
Yeah.
During COVID, and now they're down, they're bankrupt. They just sold.
Right.
Yep.
I
Yeah.
mean, I
People
was
forget
watching music on
until the
YouTube
next
left and right.
crisis.
Pandemic.
Until the next crisis.
The dock workers going on strike. That was going to be the next crisis.
And we definitely have meals ready to eat with long shelf lives in the house.
So Uncle Chrome was like, can we do something like these folks do? And so I went on to, he's like, they're streaming live right now. So I went on and looked at it, and I'm like, we can definitely do something like that. And Luke's going to help me out tomorrow, figure it out. But I'm bringing it up because so you can write your name, on the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
One guy's name is, I want my foreskin back.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Well, there you go.
And the
His
other one-
turtle is cold.
He wants that extra protection out
Yeah,
there.
he wants a turtleneck. And the other guy's name is Plop. Plop. Yeah, Plop. P-L-O-P. Plop.
Plop.
Plopping foreskin
So
back.
you have Plop, and I want my foreskin
Oh, there you go.
back. And then
That's just a little food for thought.
I saw it next time a man with beard comes into our chat. I'm going to tell him, ooh, you were cheating on us. I saw you he's in the chat, man with beard.
Oh, is
I
he?
wanted to put alert, 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 but I'm like, they don't know
Right.
who
Right,
symptoms of
right,
reality
right,
is and
yeah.
why are they yelling alert, alert, alert in the chat? And I'm like,
Oh, but Beard would
I
know.
won't
Yeah,
do
Beard
that.
Oh, but Beard would know.
Like, damn it, they follow me here.
I thought that was hilarious. Well, what do you say we play some music?
Yeah, we'll play some music and we kind of wrap this up. I like talking,
Yeah.
and sometimes it's not about always music, music.
Yep.
Sometimes it's about this.
Yeah, and I'm happy with just this.
Yeah. And sometimes it's not.
Yep. Let's play them out, though.
Yeah, let's do that.
And then we can go have some dinner.
I am freaking hungry.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Hey,
you fancy people.
We did pretty good with our language today. You realize that?
Yes, you
right?
did.
Yeah.
I know you were trying very hard.
I was trying so hard.
Somebody messed up in the way beginning. We won't say names. We'll mark-
No.
What did I miss up in the way? Oh. Hey, Will.
He's like, oh,
You know,
yeah.
call a spade a spade.
Yeah, I forgot.
He's like, he owes me $10.
Oh, Plop is Kent. Okay, so that's Kent's stream. It's Kent's Bong Pub.
Oh.
So Plop is Kent. Yeah, Gracie, you're just coming in as we're saying goodbye.
What the hell, Grace?
Hello,
hell,
Grace.
Grace?
Bye, Grace.
What's your problem, Grace?
You
Jeez.
missed a great one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
and,
did.
and we didn't use any swear words. Grace.
Well, I may have or may not have.
Yeah, he kind of.
Yeah, he kind of did.
But it's only right because I am a well-diversed. Yeah.
But however, you are just in time for the music bit.
Yeah, I guess enjoy
So,
the music bit.
I guess maybe you planned that per se.
Uncle Crumb said you can have your music playing in the background while we chat, like while we interview. Have
Oh, that's
like
true.
A bunch
Yeah,
of people.
that's
Yeah,
true.
That would
That's
be
true.
great.
We could.
Yep.
We should start doing that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I wonder who's going to be the first one to. Oh, we need to get Grace on the podcast.
Yeah.
I was just
I
gonna
thought
say
about that.
Grace.
Yeah.
Oh, see, look, I could have just had that, and then
Yeah.
Right. God,
well,
just
now we know.
drone in the background.
just
Yeah, knowing's just half the battle.
This is where Luke is saying, I got to teach these people a lot. Work with me, people. There are a work in progress. I'm on it.
oh, Gracie just got home.
Oh,
You're forgiven.
Okay. Yeah.
You're
and I've been
forgiven,
listening
man.
to that album she put on the
Oh,
the Just
yes,
Around, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. We need to start spending a little bit of proceeds on her.
Gracie, I know we're not like big and famous like the Boop channel that interviewed you,
Yeah.
but we would love to interview you
Oh, it would
Yeah.
be amazing.
Could we do
if
that?
you would indulge us with your presence. That would be fun.
And don't you weasel out of this, VP. You in
Oh, I
this
don't
now.
think he's gonna weasel out of it.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna get a kick
them
out of it.
Honey buns,
What
though.
about them Cinnabons?
Yeah,
though?
those two, the Cinnabon, though.
Oh, Grace, before we leave out of here, or before we start playing music, Ashley, my
yes.
my Lyra 8 took a shit. It'll turn on, it'll make noise, but none of the controls work at all.
Yeah. So if you can, there's a Lyra channel in Discord. You guys will continue that conversation
If
there.
if you can hit me
So
up
you
there,
can hear it turn on and stuff, and you can hear it trying to give
a little bit of
something. And we checked all the cables. We checked the channels on the Tascam, on the mixer and everything. And they're all working well.
We even checked the cables, so it's just.
Luke said, "What?"
Yeah.
Question mark.
And I rarely played it until I seen you guys all using yours and let the Lyra roar. And that thing is like
and
a baby.
yes, Gracie, we want to interview you. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. Wait.
Can't wait.
Yeah. So, yeah, craziest thing. No clue why that thing doesn't want to work anymore.
I know. It's never been
That's crazy
dropped or anything.
we hardly ever used it.
I know.
The last time it was used was with the dentist.
Yes.
That dentist broke it. What's his name?
Tommy.
Tommy, you fat finger son of a bitch. I know you're watching.
You broke it.
You broke the man's machine. We're just joking
Ooh,
with
Tracy
you.
Harm said, I got a few minutes on the Lyra 8 at NopCon. How did you like it, Tracy?
Yeah, I bet you he was addicted when he started.
He's like, I got to have one.
Yeah, I hope this is like not going to be expensive. We can't afford to have this repaired right now.
She said, take an overhead photo of it and put it in Discord. So
Okay.
we'll do that when we get off of the live.
So don't touch anything. Just take a photo as we left it. Okay.
And send it. So we'll do that. We're hopping out now. We're gonna play our music to end. It's almost 8 here, and we gotta go eat dinner. So we'll see you guys tomorrow at 3 p.m.
Oh, tomorrow's Wednesday.
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah.
Andy freaking loves that
Yeah,
song.
he does.
Thanks, everybody.
Peace.
Mm-hmm.